In this video session, we will learn about logical operators. First, I will start with the truth table. Cell range B3 to G8 has a truth table for a joint logical condition, condition 1, condition 2. Cell range B5 to B8 and C5 to C8 gives true-false states of conditions 1 and 2 respectively. Cell range D5 and D8 and E5 to E8 has true and false statements for the combined condition joined by AND, OR operators, respectively. You should note that the AND operator will be true only if all the input conditions are true. If any one of the input conditions are false, then the result will be false. The OR operator will result true if any of the input conditions are true. If all the input conditions are false, then only the result will be false. Cell range F5 to F8 has results when NOT operator is applied to condition 1. You should note that the NOT operator will always negate the condition. So when the input is true, NOT will result in false. So when the input is false, NOT will produce true. Next, we will see the application of the AND operator. Cell C13 has sales growth target. Cells in cell range B16 to D16 has sales growth for alpha core for 3 years, 2015 to 2017. We should write a logical expression in cell E16 that returns true if sales growth exceeded the target in all 3 years and returns false if sales growth fell short of the target in any 1 year. Begin with the condition for the year 2015. In cell E16, type formula equals, open parentheses, B16 greater than equals C13. Close parentheses and then press enter. The formula returns true for the year 2015. Add another condition, C16 is greater than equals to C13, and join the two conditions using the logical operator AND press enter. The formula returns true for years 2015 and 2016. Finally, add the third condition, D16 is greater than equals to C13, and press enter. The formula returns true for all 3 years, 2015, 2016, and 2017. We want to copy the formula down the column for the rest of the companies. When copied, the cell reference for sales growth target should not change, whereas cell references for sales growth should change to point to the company's correct values. Make cell reference C13 as absolute cell reference. Now, copy the formula down the column. Click on E17 and verify that the reference for C13 holds. The formula returns false for beta core as it failed to meet the target in 2016. The formula returns false for allied industries as it failed to meet the target in all 3 years. The formula returns true for alpha core and gamma core as their sales met the target in all 3 years. Next, I would like to know if the firms have managed to meet the target in any of the years. In cell F16, I will create a formula with 3 logical conditions joined by the OR operator. Enter equals OR, compare the 2015 sales growth with the target sales growth rate, and make C13 as the absolute reference. Add comma, compare 2016 sales growth with the target sales growth rate. Add comma, compare 2017 sales growth rate with the target sales growth rate. Press enter. The formula returns true for alpha core as it has met the target in all 3 years. Copy the formula down the column. The formula returns true for beta core as it has met the target in at least 1 of the 3 years. The formula returns true for gamma core as its sales met the target in all 3 years. However, the formula returns false for allied industries as it failed to meet the target in at least 1 year during the 3 years. In this video, we will learn the application of XOR operator. Cell range B2 to D7 has the truth values for conditions joined by the XOR operator. You should note that the XOR operator, the result will be false only if both the input conditions are true or if both the input conditions are false. The XOR operator result will be true if the input conditions are not the same, as can be seen in D5 and D6. Cell range B13 to B18 and C13 to C18 have results from exams 1 and 2, respectively. The student has to pass 2 out of the 3 exams. So if a student has passed in both the exams, then he should not take exam 3. Also, if a student has failed in both the exams, then appearing in the exam 3 will not change the result. Hence, he should not take exam 3. A student should only take exam 3 if he has passed in one exam and failed in another exam. In cell range D13 and D18, we will construct a logical condition that returns false if students have either failed or passed in both the exams. And the logical condition should return true if students have failed in any one exam and passed in another exam. Let me construct the formula with XOR operator. In cell D13, I will enter equals, then XOR, then the opening parentheses, and compare cell B13 to pass and compare C13, also to pass, and press enter. Copy the formula down the column. For Rachel, the formula returns false as both conditions are true. For Julie, the condition for exam 1 returns false, whereas the condition for exam 2 returns true. XOR is the joining operator called exclusive OR. This true is exclusive for exam 2 and is not shared by exam 1, hence the formula returns true. For Jacob, the condition for exam 1 returns true, whereas the condition for exam 2 returns false. This true is exclusive for exam 1 and is not shared by exam 2, hence the formula returns true. Similarly, Jean and Lila's formula returns true as they have exclusive true values that are not shared by the other conditions. Exclusive true values reduce conflicts and signify loyalty or reliability. In this video, we will learn the application of the if function. Cell range A2 to D3 has bonus rate rules. The bonus rate is 12% when the rating is greater than or equal to 8, whereas when the rating is less than 8, the bonus rate is 5%. Cell C5 has the rating cutoff value of 8. In the formula, we will refer to this cell instead of hard-coding 8 in the formula. Cell range B7 to D12 has the rating and salary data of employees. We need to find the bonus rate applicable to each of the employees. Let me write the formula in E8. Enter the formula equal to if, open parentheses, click on fx. This will open the function dialog box. Select C8, enter greater than or equal to C5. Then if the condition is true, the bonus rate will be 12%, which is D2. Let me select it. If the condition is false, then the bonus rate will be 5%, which is cell D3. Now, click OK. We can see that for Cameron, the performance rate is 9, which is more than 8, hence his bonus rate is 12%. We want to copy the formula down the column. When copied, the references to cells D2, D3, and C5 should not change. So, we should make these as absolute references. Click on Function and change them. Click OK. Now copy the formula down to the other cells. We can see that John's performance rate is 7, which is less than 8, and hence his bonus rate is 5%. Now let me compute the bonus amount in F8 to F12. Bonus amount is bonus rate multiplied by annual salary. Let me write the formula in F8 equal to E8 multiplied by D8 and press enter. This is Cameron's bonus amount. I will copy the formula down the column and compute bonus for all the employees. For Matthew, his bonus is computed at 12% and his bonus amount is $5,760. Instead of creating two formulas, we could have written a single formula to compute the bonus amount. In cell G8, enter formula equal to if, open the parentheses, click on function, and this will open the function dialog box. Select C8, enter greater than or equal to C5, then if the condition is true, the bonus will be 12%, which is D2. Let me select it. Multiplied by the annual salary, which is D8. If the condition is false, then the bonus rate will be 5%, which is cell D3, and then multiplied by annual salary in D8. Let me change C5 and D2 and D3 to absolute cell references. And click OK. Copy the formula down the column. For Matthew, if statement returns true. His bonus is computed at 12% and the bonus amount is $5,760. For Lauren, the if statement returns false and her bonus of $3,400 is computed at 5%. So this way, Instead of writing two formulas, you can achieve the same by using one formula. In this video, we will learn how to combine if function with logical functions. Cell range A4 to F8 has sales performance data for 4 companies over 3 years. Cell C2 has sales growth target. The output of produced in column E using AND statements are true-false, which is not meaningful. Let's see how we can write a formula using if function to create a meaningful output. In cell G5, we have to write a formula which will return yes if the company AlphaCore has met sales growth data for all 3 years. Otherwise, it will return no. Enter equal to, if, open parentheses, click on function, and this will open the function dialog box. In the logical test, write and, open parentheses. We want to compare growth rate in 2015, so select B5, and then write greater than equal to, and compare to the growth target, which is C2. The condition, B5 is greater than equal to C2, tests if AlphaCore has met target sales growth in 2015. We will do the same for years 2016 and 2017. Enter comma, select C5 greater than equal to C2 again. Enter comma, select D5 greater than equal to C2, and close parentheses. The condition C5 greater than equal to C2 tests if AlphaCore has met target sales growth in 2016. The condition D5 is greater than equal to C2 tests if AlphaCore has met target sales data growth in 2017. The joining condition, and, makes the if statement return true only when all of these 3 values return true. Enter yes in the value if true box, and enter no in the value if false box. Change the C2 cell reference to absolute reference and press OK. AlphaCore has met sales growth targets for all the years. Therefore, the formula returns yes. Copy the formula down the column. BetaCore has not met sales growth target for the years 2016 and 2017. Therefore, the formula returns no. We will use if statements with multiple conditions to determine if a company has met target sales growth in any year. The output produced in column F using OR statements are true-false, which is not meaningful. Let's see how we can write a formula to make a meaningful output. In cell H5, we have to write a formula to test if the company AlphaCore has met target sales growth for any year. Enter equal to, if, open parentheses, function, and this will open the function dialog box. In the logical test, write OR, open parentheses, and we want to compare the growth rate in 2015, so select P5. And then write greater than equal to, and compare to growth rate target, which is C2. Enter comma, select C5 greater than or equal to C2 again, and enter comma, select D5, enter greater than equal to C2, and close parentheses. The joining condition, OR, makes the if statement return true when any of these 3 tests return true. Enter yes in the value if true box, and enter no in the value if false box. Make cell reference C2 as an absolute cell reference. Press OK. Copy the formula down the column. AlphaCore has met sales growth targets, at least in one of the years. Therefore, the formula returns yes. Allied Industries has not met sales growth targets for at least one of the years. Therefore, the formula returns no. In this video, we will learn how to use if statements in tests involving text strings. Cell range A4 to D12 has employee eligibility table for reward and bonuses. In cell range C5 to C12, we have to construct the formula with if statement to determine if an employee is eligible for an award. An employee becomes eligible for an award if the rating is outstanding. In cell C5, enter equal to, if, open parentheses, and then function. In logical test, select B5, then enter equal to, and then we will enter outstanding. In Excel, a string has to be entered within double quotes. If we don't enter outstanding within double quotes, then Excel will throw a name error. Let me show you. I will enter outstanding and then click on value if true. You can see the error. Let me now enter a double quote, before and after outstanding. You can see that the error has been resolved. Enter eligible in the value if true. You can enter with double quotes, but if you write without double quotes, The next cell will understand that you are entering a text string and imply double quotes by itself. See this. Enter not eligible in the value if false. Click OK. The logical text has text string. For employee Cameron, the formula returns eligible. Copy the formula down the column. In cell C9, the formula returns eligible for employees Rachel. For all others, the formula returns not eligible. In cell range D5 to D12, construct the formula with if statement to determine if employees are eligible for a bonus. Employees become eligible for bonuses if their rating is either outstanding or exceeds expectations. We have to construct if statements with the text values and joining operator OR. There are two logical tests with text string involving the same cell reference. Logical tests are joined by the operator OR. In cell D5, enter equal to if open parentheses and click on function. Enter OR open parentheses, select B5 equal to double quote outstanding double quote, enter comma, B5 equal to double quote exceeds expectations double quote closing parentheses. Enter eligible in the value if true, and enter not eligible when the value if false. Click OK. For employee Cameron, the formula returns eligible. Copy the formula down the column. Employees Lauren, John, and Casey are not eligible. For all others, the formula returns eligible. In this video, we will see the application of if statements with tests involving date values. Cell range A5 to B10 has employee certification data. Cell B3 has report date. Cell range B6 to B10 has expiry date. Certificate is valid if expiry date is less than report date. I will write the formula in cell C6 and then copy to other cells. In cell C6, the enter equal to if open parentheses, then function. Select B6, enter less than, select B3, and change the reference of B3 to absolute reference. Enter expired in the value if true text box, and enter valid in the value if false text box. Click OK. Copy the formula down the column. We can verify that when the expiry date is less than the report date, the certification status is expired. If the expiry date and the report date are the same, the status is valid. If the expiry date is greater than the report date, the status is valid. The formula returns valid for employees Cameron, John, and Megan. Formula returns expired for employees Matthew and Lauren.